Good morning, people. How are we doing this morning? Hope you've all got your cups of tea. Getting on with the day. I've put my mic a little bit closer because yesterday I was like, Ryan's audio just sounded loads better than mine, and it was just a bit like, why? I've got like a mic right there. Didn't really understand it, so put it a little bit closer, turn the gain up a little bit, and yeah, let's hope it's better today. If you can hear the seagulls outside, apologies for that as well. They are going a little bit mental this morning, but you know, what can a guy do about that? So it is what it is. As you can see in the bottom corner, new badge announced. Okay, so yeah, if this has been like 3 episodes in 3 days, and it ain't gonna be like that, guys. Honestly, I don't be getting used to seeing something every day because there's not gonna be news every single day. Is there? Let's be right about it. There just isn't. So yeah, it's not going to be a daily show or anything like that. It's just we've got some news, so let's talk about it. I think everybody saw. Well, most of the people that'll be watching this will be in the groups and stuff like that. So you'll have saw the bus, right? And it looks mint, doesn't it? Let's be right. That bus looks awesome. Great move for the club. And yeah, it just looks top. So yeah, so we've got the bus, and everyone was like, "Yeah, cool. Hang on a minute. There's a new badge on that." Sorry if I was a bit disturbed. I was trying to like share my screen, but I should have learned to have done that before I started this, so I'm not going to be able to do that. But that's kind of all right because we've got. That's it right there, folks. That's the badge. That's the emblem that you saw on the bus, right? So it's not too much of a problem. I was going to show you the actual bus, and I was also going to show you how we found out it was going to be the new badge moving forward from next year. So yeah, I've got to say on that, bit weird, Brid, bit odd, bit yeah. I think he missed a trick there. If we're being totally honest, I mean, Twitter, Facebook, official website, some kind of unveiling event. I'm not saying it was a bad thing that it came out like this. It just could have been done better, if we're being real. And we'll talk about that, how it actually was broke, that this is, from next year moving forward, going to be the badge, not a second badge, not an alternative badge, not just an away kit badge or an apparel badge, the actual badge, from what I can figure out. So yeah, we'll get straight into that. Thanks for the lovely messages, by the way, guys. I've had quite a few. Not easy picking up the courage to do this, because you are kind of putting yourself out there, putting yourself there to be taking the mick out potentially. So yeah, we've done it. People are enjoying it. Shout out to Mike Tomo, who might be coming on the show. Shout out to Gavin Branton, who is coming on the show. Like I said, Ben Kirkham will be on the show. Ryan will be back on the show. We're going to try and get a panel show sorted, which would be amazing for after a game, because yeah, could be fireworks, could be could be out there just drinking beers and having a good time, but we'll see. But back to the main point of this video is new badge announcements. So yesterday, the Bridtown 13 hours ago, and we're currently sitting on 9:37, so a couple of hours ago, 13 hours ago exactly, put a post up about the next tie at home, which is Trafford in the FA Trophy. And in the comments of that Facebook post, we got the announcement essentially. We had some good comments in there from Alicia, Jonathan Richardson. But Jonathan Richardson said, quotation marks on this. Don't know if it's been asked, but why is the Brid emblem on the bus different to the one on the shirts? Good question. And Bridtown replied to this from the official account saying, so we don't have wrap. I think they meant to say we don't have to wrap the bus twice when we release and use the new emblem next season. Money saved equals money spent on the pitch. A few comments after that, we won't get into that. So yeah, the official club stance on this is, look, we was getting the bus done essentially. We wanted to do that now. There's no point in putting the old badge on, well, the current badge on, to then just replace it at the beginning of next season, which makes total logistical, financial sense. So yeah, that was the announcement. I would have liked something a bit bigger than that. It is a bit medium, in it. It's underwhelming, is what it is. If we're being right, it's an underwhelming announcement for a new badge. But that's that. That's that breaking news done. Now, mixed reactions to it, to be fair. Myself, when I first saw it, I was like, yeah, I like that. That's modern, it's fresh. It's gonna like freshen up the club. Not that it needs freshening up. That's an odd way to say it. It just looks like it's like a modern day style badge that I think will go better with modern style kits. I think it'll just blend better with a lot of things. The old badge, very unique, very steeped in history. It's a nice badge. There's no getting away from it. The Bridtown badge is nice. If I was making changes to the badge, which obviously I haven't been asked and I never would be asked, I think you could have taken more elements from this badge on, like over across to a new badge. If you're doing a new badge, maybe to get everybody happy with it, you know, appease people who do have an emotional connection to this badge, appease them a little bit by bringing a bit more over from what we had into the new. We've got the 3Bs, that's been done. We've got the lion, not the same line, but it's still a lion. But that's really it, isn't it? That's been taken across. The colour scheme is similar. It's black, white, and red with gold lines. So I said you could potentially say that's been taken across as well. So there are elements that have been taken across, but yeah, definitely mixed views on this. Maybe we should have a look at a few of them. There was some on that post where it was announced. We've got Tony Mooney here saying, don't like the new one. You only change when it's broken or don't work anymore. Change for change's sake is wrong. We should keep the old badge. Fair opinion there, Tony. Jonathan Richardson. Old badge much nicer. I remember when Chelsea changed theirs. It was a big mistake. Fans hated it. Soon changed it back. Brid's original badge looks more classic. Not everything has to change. Again, totally valid opinion. And you've got Jonathan Richardson saying, look, you know, we know the club's going into a new era. We're hearing about this new era, but essentially, can we keep some of the old and just mix it with the new, which is a fair opinion to have. Roger Mells, sorry, Roger, if I've got that wrong and you're watching. A bit of a stronger opinion here, saying it's awful and reminds me of the new Cardiff City owner. Made them change to red shirts from their traditional blue. Should never change a club's badge. It's our identity. If there's a vote, I will be voting for no change. I don't understand why the chairman would want to do this. And again, some good points made in that. But you have got a new owner here, and they are going to want to make some changes. So they're going to drag us into the 21st century, guys. I think, whether we like it or not, and I think it's a good thing. I don't think the badge changes the club, what it stands for, what it's about. The people make the club, I think, in more sense than not. But still, a very valid opinion, and there will be emotional attachments to that. We had Ryan, who was on yesterday. Shout out Ryan. He did reply to Roger, and he said on the positive side, positive for the badge, because it's in reply to Roger. He said because it's way outdated and well behind times. The club needs modernising and bringing into the 21st century, but there will always be ones that everything should stay in the 1930s. The old badge shouldn't be forgotten totally, don't get me wrong, but like Leeds United did, and other clubs have done, it needs modernising. Old emblems on new classy shirts just look droll. And again, a valid opinion. He's not been abusive to anyone there. He's basically saying he agrees with the modernisation of the emblems in and around the club, and that we should be moving forward. But yeah, that's just a few opinions on the new badge. Now, I don't want to be here for ages today. Yesterday was a long one. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Keep your eyes peeled for more videos. Please, what I will ask is if you're enjoying these, please do subscribe. It kind of lets me know that the channel's growing and people are appreciating the effort that's going into this. Slap a like on it. If you're seeing this on Facebook, get involved in the comments. If you're seeing this on YouTube, again, please get involved in the comments. And we will see you on the next one.